What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We back with some more Max0r. This time we checking out Incorrect Summary of Devil May Cry 5 Part 1. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up.
Is a fighting hack and slash. Garry's Mod 5 is a fighting hack and slash game where you play as a single family of Nirvana backup singers and their detachable appendages, struggling to stop mankind's ultimate foes, Virgin and Urinate, who are peaceful environmentalists attempting to grow a tree in their yard.
Okay, hold on, bro. Yeah, incorrect summary by far, but hilarious. His voice sounds different here. I don't know if he's down with a cold or something like that, or I'm not really too sure. I don't know why the voice sounds different. This wasn't too long ago. I feel like I watched a video of his that was recent than this. So not recent, but that was before this to kind of sound the same. So I'm not really too sure what's going on. And the thumbnail that he made for this is absolutely hilarious. But what did he say? He said Nirvana.
Family of Nirvana backup singers and their detachable appendages, struggling to stop mankind's ultimate foes, Virgin and Urinate, who are peaceful environmentalists attempting to grow a tree in their yard. You play as our intrepid heroes, Dante Inferno, Nero Claudius, and the Roman numeral 5, as they attempt to run their small business amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Times are tough, but fortunately, Nero is forklift certified. Along the way, you will encounter testicular torsion, skeletons, famous YouTuber Critical, the realization that you left the stove on downstairs, and Dark Souls PvP. But with enough tenacity, strength, cunning, and force of will, I will be able to tell you about what happens in the game with remarkable accuracy. Because who would want to play Devil May Cry 5? That would be stupid. So sit, lie back, and clap, enjoy, see video, run, relax, and enjoy an incorrect summary of Noise Level High 5. Our story begins with Nero.
100% one of his best intros. I don't know. I haven't seen his entire discography like some of you guys. Is it still discography or video collection that you guys have? But so far, that's definitely one of the top, very top intros he's done.
Nero here in his garage tending to his new Lamborghini. While faced with the acquisition of knowledge, Nero finds a small man standing outside.
Is that actually him?
What is that music?
Wait, what the fuck? So he steals his whole arm in one quick motion. Then he uses the arm to go to the Fuda dimension. That way he can never be seen again. So like a week passes and now the big tree exists. This is a completely unrelated incident, soon to be resolved, as the now one-armed Nero and his new friend 5 are already inside of it. The two head forward into a dungeon, remarking how Dante invited them over for a picnic, when suddenly Nero spots a letter from the Demon King Urizen. Reading the letter, it specifies that the Koopalings and him have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom, and that Dante is now a permanent guest at one of his 7 Koopa hotels. Nero begins traversing the Walmart garden section when he encounters a bee. Thinking quickly, Nero just shoots the bee since guns work and are the most effective means of self-defense. You must head on without me, Nero. My bird is crashing. Your what? Fucking Vista. Nero shoots through his enemies until he reaches the throne room of Urinate. He finds Dante passed out, and Urinalysis, like every true-blooded American, is in his Fox News chair. With no other options, Nero forces Urinoscopy to shift from beating up old people to beating up cripples.
So tell me something. I do know that if you end up somehow beating this guy at the very beginning of the game, that the game ends, right? Have any of you guys ever beat him, as you're underpowered and everything? I feel like it's possible. It would just take a very long time. As I was fighting him, I was smidges of stuff. Smidges of health being lost.
Who are you people? Why are you in my house? Please leave immediately or I will have to.
I say that to all the guests that come in my place.
Round 2.
Parents included.
So Urizen punches them to death, and the Mario brothers are forced to escape. Nero's only recourse now is to hopefully get strong enough to grow a new arm and live to challenge Urinemic again. Kylo Ren, however, is just a fucking pussy who's not going to do anything. Even after the tree eats everyone, he's just like, oh, fuck it, dude, plants grow. So like another week passes, and now Nero is being driven by a woman, a terrible mistake. As if to spite Nero, she drives intentionally into a group of bees. This prompts the greatest credit sequence known to mankind. It gave me a filmmaking boner. So Nero becomes trapped in the slow motion dimension for—
Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out what came first, because Deadpool, the intro to the first movie, did something similar to this, but I don't know which came first. But regardless, they both executed it perfectly. That was a pretty cool cutscene.
Week until he's able to get off at Atlanta. Here, Nero enters a sex shop and finally purchases a fisting device. He then uses it in legal self-defense in order to bypass the B rights laws of 1994. Nero's gameplay consists of expert use of his sword, along with proper mastery of his great array of vibrators, all with different specialties and abilities. This one, for instance, vibrates the fucking electromagnetic field, or this one, which vibrates his position in space-time. Atlanta's fucked up. Nero then proceeds to fight all 2 enemies that are available to him before assuming the role of a Brazilian logging company. Have you ever tried fighting?
And then there's an actual arm, right? I don't think was it actually called the vibrator? I played a good chunk of this. I never beat it. That's generally the story with all video games that I play. I play enough to not beat it.
2 enemies that are available to him before assuming the role of a Brazilian logging company. Have you ever tried fighting a plant before? It's very easy.
Get in my teleporting van.
You're what? Alright. Nero proceeds to wander aimlessly through the city. Nero proceeds to fight aimlessly through the city. Along the way, he encounters sedans, angry sedan owners, hotels, indescribable horrors, and Italian business owners. Now motivated, Nero takes to the city streets to probably do something eventually. Feeling bored, he takes to the phone and calls Amazon single-day delivery shipping at 11:59 p.m. God bless those drivers. As Nero makes his way to the church, he accidentally steps on one of those Amazon ordering buttons and buys an entire ambulance.
What was that sound
Man,
like
I sure
from?
do hope you speak English.
Oh, he's British.
Fucking dick.
Unfortunately, this ambulance delivery man is 30 seconds over his bathroom break, forcing Nero to dispatch him for the good of the company. You may notice the game is trying to teach me the alphabet over here, but I refuse to learn it. Devil May Cry's combat is not necessarily about surviving your enemies, but fucking owning them. And depending on how stylish you are, your letter rating will potentially go up to one of the higher letters. I don't know. I was a rebel in preschool. Nero conducts an epic battle with the monster, poking and prodding at him while he swings his titanic arms and breaks everything in sight. Eventually, the beast resorts to his ultimate attack, Vor, spitting Nero out into the streets and forming a Vornado to try and stop him. And just as it seems hopeless for our anime girl, Nero is able to find the fizz gun and slams the Amazon employee into the ground, killing him instantly.
Oh yeah, his thing was a mouse. A mouth. That's right.
'Twas the moment that, after years of searching, had Twilight Sparkle finally realized.
You know what he remind me of? Genesis, right? Final Fantasy Crisis Core. The one on PSP, I know they remade it, so I guess it's all kind of the same and everything, but Genesis big time. Like a more edgier, brutally, I don't know about edgy. Yeah, probably more edgier. That's what he reminds me of.
That friendship was indeed magic.
What the hell?
Die, bitch.
Lasagna.
Pardon my delay. I was catching up on some reading.
V, are you fucking disabled?
My Little
Yes,
Pony.
Nero, I do have a disability. My IQ is too high.
God damn it.
Go!
I think it's like more of his teleporting band. I think it was more of his his mannerisms. I might be off the mark there, but for some reason, I know that was just a dub by Max0r and everything, but the book and always being open and always having something philosophical or something to say just kind of sounded like Genesis.
Okay. Nero proceeds through the city on a zipline, starting a cutscene 3 fucking seconds after starting the level. Now you know what bats look like. He begins heading towards the big tree, encountering enemies because this is a video game.
Like
Nero
anger.
wanders into the sewers, and then out of the sewers, and then into the scissors ghost. This game has the consistency of an Escher painting. Nero kills the scissor man from Clock Tower, and then systematically loosens every single bookshelf. Feeling mischievous, Nero finds a phone and tells Nico that he's pregnant and that she needs to get there right away. He goes into a religious building for the second time today to find that God has given him the snake girl waifu that he always prayed for.
Isn't this what you always warned?
This boss fight is what I'd like to
Hear me
call
out.
Toho's Bizarre Adventure, since it involves dodging an assload of projectiles and fighting your own depth perception. He cuts into her succulent snake body to find a fully intact woman, but the game doesn't care about her, so neither will I. Meanwhile, down the street, Kylo Ren is walking his parrot. Kylo Ren is forced to find a
Sometimes
new
I think that's
operating
my
system
actual
for his
computer.
parent. He does this by standing around and watching his cat play with excessively alive yarn. V's gameplay is very simple. You tell this guy and this guy to kill things for you, and when the time comes, read. The majority of the difficulty comes from assuring that his frail Slovenian body does not become crushed by the weight of his hollow bones. And whenever he feels like it, V can summon Bowser. Bowser is really strong. V goes shopping in New Longyo for like 3 minutes before he calls tech support, claiming that he flattened the pins on his CPU. Upon hearing of this news, Linus
was
Tech
that?
Tips
What
arrives
was
to
that
challenge
video
V,
of?
delivering the
Something.
vengeful wrath of his 3 12K cameras. Unfortunately, this is the worst boss in the game, and I can't say that I fought him well because V doesn't fight anything. Upon killing Linus Tech Tips, V opens the doors to Sears, but sees this guy and is like,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Linus Tech Tips. Bro. That's...
I wish I was dead. V goes through Fallout 3 and is trapped by an anus, at which point he is forced to fight through the anoids. He enters a construction site but is trapped by the anus again. Do you see a pattern? Fortunately, V's fights look like a cartoon battle in a dust cloud. He encounters a giant bug and I can't think of anything funny. Please don't put this in the script. I can't tell how, but I'm winning. V finally escapes the storm drain. And to celebrate, he calls Nico and tells her that he's a YouTuber, so she comes immediately to suck his dick. Also, he's very handsome and his voice sounds extremely cool. So anyways,
That
I saw a
van is
cringe
indestructible.
boomer poster and I thought to my trad self that I would show him as being a soy Wojak and to add the correct amount of irony.
What
through
are
his
you
troll face was
fucking
covering
saying?
himself in-
Find the stupid devil sword, you internet poisoned dumb fuck, before I grow a brain aneurysm.
Damn, she was just about to miss my 60-minute presentation on the Warhammer 40k lore. Hello!
What was that about a devil sword?
Nothing, it's not important anyways. Do you use Reddit? V is now forced to battle the Arch Redditor, and to do this, he will need to use all of the skills that he has already used, such as dodging, flying, and watching. This boss fight is one of the best in the game, as V is forced to remain mobile, balancing the damage of his minions while overcoming the caffeinated super ranting of the Redditoid. Those are real words, I guess. But through mastery of V's delegation skills, our hero puts up a legendary battle, and after an immense and prolonged struggle, he moves in for the kill, and finally slays his horse. We killed his horse. Then he just walks away. V sprained his ankle or something. Meanwhile, down the street,
man.
Nero attempts
Horse
to get
down,
into
you
Sears and
down.
accidentally becomes Sonic the Hedgehog. It's time to begin another shit boss. This time, he will be killing an
Still a good
important
soundtrack.
giraffe before those bastards at the USDA can steal it from him. I'm not going to dwell on this. You hit his legs to go up, and when you go up, you hit him, and then he dies.
Yo.
So now they're outside a subway station when V comes in. Yes, I know it doesn't make sense, and he's here to tell us some important information.
You can't travel through here in a car.
So now we're entering Sears on foot, I guess, and contained within are the secret Geico saboteurs. The Sears mission has the great gimmick of introducing the Sears catalog, who is tasked with birthing affordable and great prices onto Nero, all of which he must fight the urge to purchase. The primary gameplay of these encounters is eliminating the Sears catalogs while juggling the great deals that they produce. And with enough strength and dedication, Nero can save 50% or more on his car insurance.
Hey, I ain't even gonna front. When I was playing this game, I 100% used kind of like the what do you call that? The easy combo kind of thing, right? Because I couldn't be bothered to learn all of the combos again, and I just wanted to be flashy. I wanted to be flashy with minimum effort, and I wanted to get through the game. Of course, I didn't get through the game, but I definitely did use that. I'm not really one of those gaming elitists that needs to master every combo. You won't see that type of video game player at me. You know what I mean? I will, for the most part, choose path of least resistance unless I'm playing God of War. It's just something about God of War where I need it on the hardest difficulty with the least amount of assistance. I need to. Kratos, man, his wrath, man. You can't cheat him out on that, bro. You gotta. Not all games, but definitely for this game.
Please let me see my family, Geico Lizard. I didn't do anything wrong. Little Caesar's Pizza finds a phone and, as a joke, tells Nico that the McRib is back.
You can't travel through here in a car.
Now, with our presence in the level completely invalidated, we exit the Sears into the city and towards the stage to meet up with Kylo Car Denier, only to be interrupted by a musical number. Oompa loompa dippity dife, I will end your fucking life. Oompa loompa dippity dunk.
This is better than
cyberpunk.
Hey, this is fucking hilarious. Where'd you find these guys?
I have rigged the entire stage to roll around like Hot Wheels. Huh? Our heroes are now forced to fight the Oompa Loompas in one of the most crazy, chaotic, and fun boss battles of the entire game. Just listen to that music, dude. It's better than getting a YouTube collaboration with virtual YouTuber Tsunamaki Watame, please. Our heroes tear through the enemy. Probably, I can't really tell what's happening until only their boss remains, and then you kill him like a video game enemy.
And good music.
V, why did you rig the stage to roll around?
It was to save time, Nero.
What do you mean save time?
We don't have time for questions.
Why not?
Hereditor told me that there's a sword in that house, Nero. I have to get the sword.
Bro, this van.
Yeah.
Nero's path to reaching the Demon King is now laid before him, and he moves in to finally face him. Within one mission's length of walking distance, we took like 30 minutes to get through a subway station, and Nero's just gonna traverse a town and walk up a tree in like 2 seconds. He bites up to the root of the tree. At the bottom of a root have Thing Tree in it. Many enemies, the imposter is sus. Nero finally succumbs to 4, effectively simulating a Chinese elevator as I struggle to narrate the 50 combat encounters. Now we are higher up the tree, and all it took was my sense of location, altitude, and timing. Nero struts in confidently, only to encounter the long-dead soul of a loyal Shia militant, who gracefully died in the name of the Ayatollah. Nero smacks it to death nearly instantly. That was a lot of build-up for a basic enemy. We go up into the borehole and then fight the Oompa Loompa boss for the second time in like 30 minutes. Only this time, I can tell what's happening because V isn't here. Third time's the charm, and fourth time's the harm, as Nero finds a phone station. He then states that he is in need of a tall Discord mommy immediately. Now prepare, Nero finally moves in to rematch the Demon King urinative for—
Yeah, I was sitting there wondering. I was like, why is there a phone station in there? But everything pretty much got warped. So it's not a stretch, but a working phone station all the way up there? That's questionable. Game logic? Yeah. Get that out of here.
the final time.
Urizen, I finally come to stop your reign of terror and rescue Dante.
My name is Kyle. Why do you keep coming here?
Your taunting doesn't work on me, your anemia.
Get the fuck out.
It's time for the fight that we've all been waiting for as Nero struggles to battle the demon equivalent of a diabetic man stuck in his chair. The point of the fight is that Urizen is guarded by a magic crystal so he can continue being hooked up to an IV bag of monster energy. And to fight him, Nero will first have to damage the crystal while juggling all of his attacks. And with only a sliver of health left and the crystal nearly destroyed, I die, so just pretend that I got him.
Yep.
You're not even a demon, you're just a little stupid guy, making me get out of my goddamn Fox News chair. You hate me because I am beautiful, but if you got rid of that yee-yee-ass haircut, you may get some bitches on your dick. Or better yet, maybe V will call your dog ass when he's done fucking with that cat or whatever. Nero.
It's time for
Was so was that supposed to be that Grand Theft Auto meme? First off, those roasts were brutal, but Nero I think that's supposed to be that Grand Theft Auto, that GTA meme that everybody was doing.
for the real battle against Urizen to begin, unleashing all of the caffeine that he's accumulated. This fight is tough and requires all of the skills that you've mastered throughout your playthrough. Except, this is mission 8 out of 20. Needless to say, this fight is slightly psychotic.
Okay, seriously though, you have to get out of the house now. You have to leave the house and not come back. Who are you? Who dares interfere?
Hunter for
Devil may
hire.
cry.
Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it?
I think it's spreading.
It's yours, my friend.
Oh, fuck. Hey there, make yourself at home. My name is V, and there's a giant demon about to resurrect that I know about for reasons, and I need your help to stop it. I have heard that exact fucking Stop talking like that. I have heard that exact
Four
fucking
times.
sentence 4 goddamn times now for like 20 years. Were you born yesterday?
Let's go.
So you'll
Followed
kill
by
the
a let's
demon?
go.
That sounds good. And also, I think you're really handsome, and your tattoos look amazing, and your voice isn't stupid. And also, you're tall and have had sex at least once. We resume our perspective on the not quite present through the eyes of V as he attempts to find the fabled Sword of Redditors. But to do so, he will have to watch other people fight through a gauntlet of enemies, involving many challenges, probably, as he pretends to struggle to the exit. But as V moves through the level, you notice a feeling of remorse and of nostalgia. Wondering where this feeling will lead him, his only choice is to watch further as the level is played for him. Eventually, V comes upon 3 average white girls and also the sword. Amused for some reason, V is forced to interrupt the dance party of the Caucasoidal Femoids. The fight for control of the Starbucks is
Average
crazy
white
and
girls.
chaotic because you're using 3 guys to fight 3 guys, legally classifying it as an RTS. And like all white women, these enemies are hard to read. But even harder to read are my own fucking attacks. However, V can read, and after hours of whatever this is, V reads a story where he wins the fight and the enemies die. What the hell? Please shut up for 1 second. We have 2 options available to us. Either we let Urizen liquefy Nero and turn him into a small slushy, or I risk shish kebabbing Dante, which isn't that much of a choice. Now that I think about it, let's say it's a risk I'm willing to take.
Okay, I do have a reaction to that song, but it was funny because it actually was not copyrighted. Then all of a sudden it was copyrighted. So I'm not gonna let the rest of that play. It's always a banger. We're gonna check out part 2 here in the next coming days. See you in this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.